A lot of people in North America, where it's permitted, buy their liquor at Costco. Costco has also invested time and money with their buyers to actually launch their own private label, the Kirkland brand, on their wine. So today, I'm going to help you navigate a charcuterie board and pair it with Costco's New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc and another Sauvignon Blanc at a comparable price that I also bought at Costco. Stay tuned. Greetings everybody, Brian Singh here from Brian's Table, and welcome to my Costco Battle Royale. Today, we're going to pair up Costco's Marlborough Sauvignon Blanc from 2024 against a similarly priced wine from Villa Maria, another New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. This one at $12, this one at $14. We're going to pair it with items that are typically found on a charcuterie board. Let's go. First wine that we're going to sample is the Costco wine, which is their 2024 Sauvignon Blanc. It's from Marlborough. Let's give it a sniff. Very clean on the nose, very typical of a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. You get all those grassy notes, you get those guava notes. Let's see how it compares to the smell of the Villa Maria, another excellent wine. Oh, that's way more aromatic and a little bit more complex. You get a little bit of passion fruit coming on the nose, as well as the grassy and the guava notes. This one is telling me, from an aroma sense, it's a little bit more interesting. All right, let's taste the wines now. Very clean. It's light in weight. When we talk about weight, we're talking about, think about the texture of milk. Think about the difference between skim milk and heavy cream. This is going towards more skim milk. It's got a nice mid palate where you pick up on those grassy and guava notes. A lot of lemon, nice citrus in this, lemon and lime. Very typical of a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, and the weight is telling me this will go well with food. Let's give the Villa Maria a try. It's richer. It's a heavier weight than the Costco, a lot more complex. A lot more of the tropical fruit notes in there, but there's a richness to this wine. This is really an excellent wine for $14. And this one, not bad for $12. So just on a taste alone, I'm giving the edge to Villa Maria here. Now let's put these wines up against some food items. From my charcuterie board, I selected some goat cheese, which is a typical classic pairing that goes with Sauvignon Blanc, some smoked turkey, a couple of Italian lemon olives, and of course, what's typical on a lot of charcuterie boards, prosciutto. I'm going to start with the goat cheese. So let me have a little bite of goat cheese. Goat cheese is delicious. Clean, good minerality. Let's see how it goes with the Costco wine. It's fairly neutral. It pairs well, but there's neither any high notes or low notes. It does tend to be fairly tasty, but there's no real magic going on in my mouth in this pairing. Let's see how it goes with the Villa Maria. Oh. The goat cheese brought out the acid in this wine, and my mouth is watering and it's ready for more food. With the goat cheese pairing, I'll give the nod to Villa Maria. All right, let's go to the turkey. Smoked turkey, who hasn't had, a sandwich and wine, right? Why not? All right, let's get the smoked turkey going. Smoked turkey, why not? See how it goes with the Costco Sauvignon Blanc. Doesn't do much for the turkey, but the turkey brings out more of the tropical notes on the mid palate of the wine. Fairly, it's okay. It's, again, no high notes or low notes on this. It's just solid. All right, let's see how it goes with the Villa Maria. Well, the turkey with the protein and the smokiness elevated the wine. I'd say gave it a 20% boost. It stays true to the wine. There's no major modification in any of the flavors or accentuation of flavors with either of these wines, but I'd give the nod with a smoked turkey pairing to the Villa Maria. Let's now move on to the olives. Lemony olives, both have citrus notes. I'm gonna chew an olive here. Nice and tart. A lot of lemon coming through. Let's see how it goes with this. That's good. That's really good. The olive disappeared, and what happened was that the wine became a lot creamier. And that's also telling me that this wine really does go with tart, sour flavors. So maybe this wine shows best when there's some oomph to your food. So I would say think things that have a lot of richness. Think about salmon. Also, a Thai curry. That'll go really well with that. If that's telling me that that sour note is hitting well, that means this wine could go with something rich and spicy and with a lot of aromatic flavors. Let's see how it goes with the Villa Maria. The flavors of the wine come through, and the flavor of the olive is muted, but I've noticed that the residual flavors are that the olive does tend to stay on the palate, and they interact with the acid receptors on the side of your mouth, where the wine is commingling and hanging out. They're kind of, it's like a high school dance. Everybody's a bit of a wallflower, and then by the end of the evening, everybody's just dancing, but there's not much pairing up going elsewhere. So these guys are just, teenagers at a school dance. Not bad. I would give the edge when it comes down to the olives to the Kirkland Sauvignon Blanc. Last test. We're gonna go with the prosciutto. I made the effort and I got a 24-month prosciutto. I know I'm talking with my mouth full, but there's a rich porkiness to it, but a very clean prosciutto. Really nice, lovely, rich, but not being overbearing. That would go great in a sandwich. Okay, let's see how it's going to go with the Kirkland brand. There's a creaminess that comes through with this pairing. That's the thing. It's neither a high point or a low point. It's solid. You can't go wrong, but it's not enhancing. So let's see how it compares with the Villa Maria. A little prosciutto again. Okay. The Villa Maria took the porkiness of the prosciutto and dialed it up from 10 to maybe about 13. The creaminess comes through, and I think it's really interesting because if you are having this with a piece of bread or you have a piece of cheese with that together, that would go really well. So if you like prosciutto and the flavors that prosciutto have, and you enjoy those flavors in your mouth, the edge goes to Villa Maria. Overall, and the items I've selected off the charcuterie platter to pair with these two wines, I would give the edge to Villa Maria. For $14 and $2 more than this, you get a lot more wine out of this. I don't want to discount this wine because whatever they've done with this wine in its vinification, I think it will go better with spicy and rich food. So think things like a rich salmon with a cream sauce, and I think it will go better than the Villa Maria. This is a much better drinking wine over the course of the day. This one, it is, if you're going to be having spicy food and rich food, pull this out. You know what? Not bad efforts from either, and Kirkland, not too shabby for a Sauvignon Blanc. But Villa Maria, if you want a Sauvignon Blanc and you want to have something for your summer and to enjoy out on the patio, I can't recommend this enough. This is a really excellent wine. Okay, folks, what other wine pairings have you had with Sauvignon Blanc? Let me know in the comments below. If you like what you're seeing, please hit the subscribe button, hit a like on the video. I greatly appreciate it. Just knowing how food and wine pairs together will help you go out there and taste the world just a little bit better.